Hey guys, Japes Games here, and here's some raw footage of me playing some Battlefield 1. I have 3 things I wanted to cover. The first thing I wanted to cover is what I would be posting on this channel. On this channel, I will mostly be posting videos that have to do with Battlefield 1 or Battlefield in particular, like updates, weapons, and some raw gameplay and tips that I will give you to you guys watching. The second, I would like to talk about what DICE needs to fix up in their game. I know that it is very hard to do some updates on this big game, but I think that they could do some of these things. So first is when I get revived, sometimes I can't even scope, and that leads to me dying very quickly. I just want them to very much fix this. And also, when people die, they sometimes get glitched into a wall, but one of their limbs is hanging out. So then I try to revive them, but then another teammate comes along and just revives them with ease. So they get all the points, and I don't really get any of the points. Or sometimes no one can revive them. I would like DICE to really fix this. But anyways, moving on from that, the third thing I wanted to cover is the TheyShallNotPass DLC. And the first thing I would like to talk about this DLC is the French tank Char 2C tank, which is going to be the behemoth. And this was also made after World War I and was the largest operational tank ever made. This tank is said to be very armored and can turn the tide of Battlefield, based on the website. My question is, how easy will it be defeated, and if it's overpowered or not? And this could be super overpowered because it can move anywhere across the map, as I think, and it can annihilate any flag it comes upon. Give your thoughts about the behemoth in comments below. But next we'll be talking about the new maps. One of these new maps is called Verdun Heights, based on the Battle of Verdun, and has a downhill killing slaughterhouse type of gameplay with fiery surroundings. In this, players will try to gain hold of the massive fortress of Verdun, while artillery never stops firing. Based on this, I think this will be an ongoing slaughterhouse up the hill to get to the Verdun fortress that some players will like and some players will not. The next map is called Fort de Vaux and takes place underground, which would later be known as the largest first engagement in World War I. If any of you have played Battlefield 4, you would know that this is some sort of Operation Locker type of gameplay, consisting of frags and large infantry clumps. I just really hope that shotguns will not be overpowered in this type of place. Moving on to the next map, Soissons. Takes place in the French countryside, which is one of the biggest tanks assaults of World War I, including infantry, tanks, and airplanes. What this tells me is that they will probably be including the behemoth, the Char 2C tank that I have just covered before in this. From the Battlefield 1 website, it also tells me that the new Saint-Chamond assault tank is going to be in the map that the French will probably use. This could mean that the French could only use it, but you guys can comment below on what you think. There's also a storm that might be implemented into the map. This could make for some really cool gameplay, and we'll just have to see what happens. The next map is called Rupture, which involves the French fighting to take control of the river Aisne, and it takes place in Fontenoy. This is also located in a flower-grown area that grows over the rusted metal from tanks of a previous battle. There's also a little hint on the Battlefield 1 website that the Battlefield map will have a sort of detailed, artsy type of feel to it, and it also says that this type of place will come to life in the night, which I probably think this will be some cool day-to-night type of gameplay. And they will also be adding a new game mode called Front Lines. There's also, this will kind of involve kind of a tug-of-war, conquest, and rush type of thing. Both of the teams will both be fighting for one objective at the same exact time. But once the team has gained control of their headquarters, the enemy's headquarters, then it moves into a rush type of game mode where they have to get different of the telegraphs and they have to engage the bomb or whatever, and then they have to defend it. And I think this is a very smart idea by DICE to do this because this would definitely make some more teamwork added into the game. But besides from that, there's also a new stationary weapon coming out. This is basically a very large mortar. This weapon is called the Siege Howitzer and can be operated by one player. And I think this could be very overpowered, but if DICE starts to nerf it, I think this could be a very well-balanced weapon. There's also a new elite class, of course, and this is called the Raider. The Raider only has one melee weapon, but has a huge grenade arsenal. But I think if used correctly, this can be very devastating to the enemy team. And besides from this, they will also be adding a new assault tank that was made by the French called the TheyShallNotPass, which was very heavy armored and could dominate the battlefield. Based on the triangle-shaped tip of the tank, I think it will be very hard to defeat the tank from up front, but the sides could be its weaknesses. Lastly, the new light machine gun called the Chuachat, which had 20 rounds in its magazine and a fire rate of 240 rounds per minute. This gun was also known to be extremely unreliable during World War I. If the developers, DICE, stay true to these statistics, then this gun I will personally not use, and I bet the rest of the community might feel the same. But what I do think they will do is they will make a low rate of fire, but a good amount of damage per shot. Leave a comment down below on what you think they should do with the gun. But that's all for today. That's all the news I got today. So please subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed. This was Japes Games. Stay